Hello everyone and welcome to the 60X Business Show. My name is Kitumaini and together with my guests, we will have different conversations about business, entrepreneurship and life. This is the show you've been waiting for. Stay tuned. In today's conversation, my guest, she's an amazing entrepreneur. She's the CEO and founder of Umunyana Elevates, which is a digital healthcare platform for youth, young mothers and parents with the aim of making healthcare information comprehensive and accessible through technology. And in the studio, she's none Chantal Umunyana. Chantal, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
How are you today?
I'm very good.
Wonderful.
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
So relax, it's gonna be fine, You'll be spinning the wheel and randomly we select a number and from there I'll ask you a question. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Wonderful. So you can go ahead and spin. What's your lucky number?
7 and 3.
7 and 3? Let's cross the fingers and see if you get your number during the show. You just miss your lucky number. You start with 8. Chantal, can you share with me more with Chantal growing up as a kid? What were your dreams and passion?
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Umunyana Marie Chantal, as said, and my story growing up as a kid, I grew up in southern province in Rwanda, and with so much support from my family, and I grew up knowing that I'm a special person from my dad, and he used to tell me that you're so smart and you can be a doctor. Yeah, that's how I grew up, and with that mind that I can be a doctor.
So you are their dad's favorite daughter, or how many are you in your family?
We are 5, and I'm the firstborn.
How does it feel to be the firstborn?
Okay, being the firstborn really entitles many responsibilities, and you don't have to make mistakes. You are a role model to your siblings, and yeah, it's really hard, and it requires to work hard so that you inspire your young ones.
That's wonderful. And my follow-up question, you were in your last year as a medical student. Share with me the journey about Umunyana Elevates. When did the idea came to life? Walk us through your journey from ideation to starting to now.
Okay, thank you so much. That's a good question. I started having the idea when, during my medical school, I used to think of maybe working on teen pregnancies or making reproductive health information available, but there were so many people doing that. So I got married when I was in medical school. I was finishing my second year, and that's when I started realizing what mothers go through, like in real life. And I realized that there is a gap between what mother needs and what the system is offering for them. So as a young mother and as a medical student, as also someone who really wanted to make change in the society, I thought of maybe helping mothers struggling or bridging the gap between what mother needs and what is offered by the system. And that's how I started thinking of Umunyana Elevates. During the pandemic in COVID-19, it was March. Everyone was home. It was in lockdown, and I wondered, I thought of maybe how is mothers who are young are being helped. I was happy to have my mother coming to help me with what I didn't know, how to wash kids and everything. So I realized that they're really struggling, and I didn't know when the pandemic is ending. that's when I sat down and started writing what I really want to bring to the community. And from then I started like writing about MBA Elevate, what we are offering, gathering information, testing the hypothesis, till I decided to register it to the RDB. And from then I started working hard, like really making it into life. So since then we started creating the content. We started seeing how we can use different approaches to make it live.
Yeah.
From the customer point of view, of course, we did the hypothesis. We realized that before I was thinking of maybe making it so much digital, but from the customer point of view, I realized that they also need like a physical space where they can learn, they can have information, they can talk to other moms. Yeah, so that's how we changed from being digital only to also involving the community like intervention. So since then, up to now, what I can say is we started working, and soon on 19th March, we are launching the B-Space, which is one of our main community intervention where we are creating a safe space for our target people who are mothers, who are parents, who are youth, where they come together and sit with experts in different fields and discuss about their experience and what they are going through, and also receive advices.
Wonderful. Do you have the location yet?
Yes, currently we are working at Norskin, and that's where we are based.
Is that when also the space that you're launching in May gonna be?
Yes, it's a series of events, but we are going to be working in different. It's not same space that we are going to be having different amazing,
rotating
yeah,
so
amazing
it's 19
events.
May?
19th March.
Wonderful. I love the whole idea, the whole journey. Thanks a lot for shedding some light on how you experience being a mother, and from there you identify the gaps and the challenges, and from there you came up with a solution that you're currently offering to the community within the Rwandan market. And for people watching now, save the date, 19 March. Check MBA Elevate, and they really have some big announcements and series of rotating events that they will be having. Very amazing to check them out. So let's spin the wheel for another round of questions. You got 4. Let's see if you're going to get to like a number 1 or 3.
Let's see.
No, you got 4 again. Please spin.
Okay.
No.
9.
Take your time, you get your lucky number, okay? My follow-up question is, you started your company in 2020. What are some of the challenges that you face running your business during the pandemic, and how are you solving those challenges?
Thank you so much. The challenges that we faced, it's like any other startup business that faces. But for us, as we started in pandemic, so it was so hard, like receiving advices, meeting different people, getting support from different people, of course. So it was very hard. We organized different events, and we couldn't meet the timeline because of different challenges, and we weren't really prepared, like to start with like with digital only. So that was one of the challenge that we really face. And the second one was like being an entrepreneur and you are a student. it's not about the pandemic, but I can also blame the pandemic because we were supposed to finish last year, and because of the pandemic, we're still studying. So, but that's not a challenge. It's also an opportunity that we got, since many opportunities come with what you're going through. So I could say that the main challenge that I got as an entrepreneur was like not having a space to learn from each other, from like different people who are in business, like seeing how things are being done from other entrepreneurs, because it was my first time. I couldn't get like a space where I can talk to different people to share my ideas, what I'm thinking, and yeah, I think the pandemic has delayed a lot of things and we couldn't meet the timeline. But again, not looking on one side, it was also an opportunity for us to get enough time to work on what we really want to bring into life. Like during the pandemic, that's when I got enough time to work on my business. I learned different courses. I went into incubations, online incubation, and I got to enough time to learn how business works. But the challenge was I don't have someone to ask like who has been into there and who has been an entrepreneur for a long time and see how he's coping up or she's coping up. So that was one of the challenge. And as I told you, we are not only based on digital platform. We couldn't organize like meetup events where people can meet because it wasn't allowed. Yeah, that was the only challenge that I think they were like the top ones.
Okay. The beauty about that is we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
And the pandemic is declining, and meetups, event gathering have started to pick up, and which is going to be good for you to organize and bring all the ideas and plans you have in 2022 in store for your target market. So that's going to be amazing. My follow-up question is, as you know, for young people, starting a business, sometimes they say, I don't have enough capital, I don't have too much money to start. What do you think? Do you think starting a business, does it require millions of Rwandan francs to start? Or there's still a way you can start with limited capital and then go and scale from there? What is your experience?
Okay, thank you so much. What I think, you don't need, and it's a message for youth, you don't need too much capital or a huge capital to start what you believe in. I can testify that I started with the knowledge I had, and I started from the circle around me, like different things that I didn't know. I could ask someone I know, like from my friends and from my colleagues, to help. So I believe as long as you know where you want to go, as long as you really want it live, as long as there is a problem that you want to solve, you always find a way. So having a capital can come on something that you've started already. And it's a challenge, and we can't deny that Africa, we still have that challenge for young entrepreneurs in Africa, not having the support system, like where we can be getting funds, even the events that provide those funds or competitions and everything. And sometimes when you have ideas only, it's hard to win different competition because most of them really want to see the prototype, the MVP, and or the products. So I think for me, I support you start with what you have, the little you have. The most important thing that we have as youth is the ideas. So putting together the ideas that we have, the knowledge that we got, and also looking for different people out here really want to support us. So capital can come, but you don't know when it's going to come. So you can't delay your putting or answering the problem that you really want to answer. That's my thinking.
I love your answer. And just to iterate what Chantal just said, you don't need a lot of money to start as an entrepreneur. And as you said, for young people, your idea, it's very, very important. And we work on your idea, we find your idea, and to make it marketable. And then capital resources will come through along the way. Don't be blocked by finance to start your business. Just start, bootstrap. The most important, identify a problem that you're trying to solve, build a solution around that to solve the problem of your customers. And then from there, one customer will buy, and then the process that you've learned from serving one customer, from selling to one customer and serving that one customer will enable you to replicate to serve the second, the third, the fifth, the 10th. And then once you've proven that your solution, your idea, it's workable, then you can go to raise finance. You can go and talk to investors. You can go talk to a bank and say, you know what, guys, this thing is proven working. I want to scale it. I want to make it bigger. I want to make it grow. And this is what we're able to do with limited resources that we have. And I guarantee you, it's going to be easier to convince because you have the data, you have some experience, and you have some numbers, and you've gained some traction, and you've created trust with the people you are talking to, and also your customers, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Let's spin the wheel for another one of question. You got 9, you got 4. What's going to be your next lucky number?
Let's see.
You're missing your lucky numbers.
7.
You got 7.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Can you share with me more about the platform? How does the platform works? How do you make healthcare information more comprehensive and accessible? Walk us through how the platform works.
Thank you so much. We have 2 platforms. We have the digital platform. Currently, we are using social medias. You can look or search Umunyana Elevate on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and you can learn different things about reproductive health, preconception, pregnancy, nutrition, and mental health as well. And also, we have the community intervention, or the physical platform, if I can say, and currently we have the peace space. For the B space or the safe space, we gather different people who are specifically have something they share in common. For example, if it's a mother event, they have to be mothers. Even the experts have to be mothers because it's a safe space, and they really they are free. It's called a B space. It means we want people to feel themselves.
What does B stand for?
Be, like being.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a space to be, like to be who we really are. It's a space, it's a safe space for everyone to feel free to express herself or himself, to share her experience or his experience, to learn new things together with experts. So if it's a youth, like last time we had a youth event, it was a safe space for youth. Even the experts were youth. So for this, also for this specific event, for the launch, we are going to be having a safe space for mothers and mothers to be. Even the experts are mothers. So those are what we offer now. It's the B space and also the online platform.
Wonderful. And for the B space, do you have future? How is the timeline like? Are you gonna rotate the whole country to organize different events into different provinces, or you'll be having maybe a central place where those events will be happening? I'm thinking about people maybe in remote area, in rural area, who like maybe to also be part of the B spaces. What is the plan for people who are not in Kigali? Did you think about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
After establishing the B space in Kigali, of course, we want to scale in different areas in the country, and we aim to have at least a center in each district of Rwanda.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah, we plan to be working with either the youth corners that are existing in different areas in Rwanda, and also to work with health centers or health facilities where we can establish the center and be having the event. Yeah, as it's happening in Kigali.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And my follow-up question is, can you share with me how does it feel to be an entrepreneur, especially a young entrepreneur?
That's a hard question. Being a young entrepreneur, of course, it's one of the most exciting things. But again, a lot of stress and mistakes, but mistakes are part of learning, and that's what being an entrepreneur means. Taking decisions, like hard decisions, taking risks, and also sometimes sharing the word without thinking, without knowing that everyone is going to really listen. So that's what being an entrepreneur really means to me. So as a young entrepreneur, I really think I really have a lot of things to learn, and I believed that making mistakes is part of learning and part of success, and there is a progress. That's one of the things that really push me, like keep going. It's that as long as you work every day, even though you just work a little, there is a progress made. One step made is really a progress. And even though sometimes the progress is slow, but it's a progress. At the end of the day, you look back and see you've made something.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Some of the keyword of what you're saying that I can recall. You're saying for you, being an entrepreneur is being a risk taker, for not being afraid to take some risk.
Yes.
And also some of the things you say, that's the keyword that's where we're coming was continuous learning. Entrepreneurs are not afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are going to be there. You can try to organize an event or try to launch a new product. Then things will not go the way you expect them to be. Or you can plan or you can focus to achieve sales in this X amount of time. Then there is seasonality that comes, there is external factors that come, there is breakdown that comes, and then you're not able to achieve that target. And being able to learn from that mistake, being able to learn from your failure and improve next time, it's part of being an entrepreneur, it's part of this journey. And you iterated that, and that is really amazing. My follow-up question is, can you share with us who inspired you to venture into the business world? Do you have someone who inspired you?
Okay, I think my mom and dad both are into business, so I think they are the one inspired me because, but I wasn't, when I started this, I didn't know that it's going to be too much into business.
Okay.
I just saw the problem and I was so much passionate about solving the problem. But to sustain the problem, it requires some business in it. And that's how I had no choice but to become an entrepreneur. Yeah.
So you became an entrepreneur probably without a choice. So you by finding the solution to the problem, the only way going forward was like, I need to make this thing work. I need to sustain their expenses. I need to make this more continuous. And that's when the mindset of becoming an entrepreneur is that, oh, we can scale it. We can grow this bigger. We can expand this maybe to the whole part of the country. And then by then you start now thinking as a business person.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Wonderful. And I would like to understand about your hobbies. Other than bringing people together through the platform, as a human being, what are the other hobbies that you have? What are the things that you personally, Chantal, you are passionate about, that you usually do?
As a hobby or I'm passionate about?
Both hobbies and passions.
Okay, my passion is helping other people thrive or grow. I can say that it's funny, but I like teaching, and also I like helping, serving. If I can say it that way, I like serving. That's my passion. Like whatever that makes people grow or develop, that's my passion. And when it's come to a group of people, like a community development, when it comes to women empowerment is another thing to me. So those are my passion, women empowerment and community development. And as a hobby, if I can call it hobbies, like anything that involves serving and also traveling. I really like traveling. And I think that's what.
That's amazing. And let me wrap up this conversation with my last question. Where would you like to see your startup in the next coming 3 to 5 years?
Thank you. In the next 3 to 5 years, in 5 years we are going to be having centers for women health in each district of Rwanda. And we are going to start thinking of scale it to different countries in Africa. That's where I see Umunyana Elevate. And also we are going to be having a center where different people come from different countries in Africa to learn about women's health, maternal health, child health.
Wonderful. And by that, we are coming to the end of the conversation. Good luck with the plan.
Thank you so much.
And thanks a lot for making it to the show.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. And thank you to you too for tuning in and watching this conversation. The conversation continues on social media using the hashtag 60xbusiness. Till next time, be safe, wash your hands, wear your mask. My name is Kitumaini and you're watching Kesitu.